Alright everyone, I need you to go to the store, buy a cheap notebook. Every film that I recommend in this segment that you have not yet seen or don't own, write it down in the notebook. And on the front cover of this notebook, I want you to write these 4 simple words.
Just fucking buy it, why wouldn't you?
Just fucking buy it!
Just
Oh,
effing buy it.
Just fucking buy it! Just fucking buy it. I mean, why wouldn't you buy it? Is this not a face you can trust? Just fucking buy it. Okay. Just fucking buy it!
Just fucking buy it.
welcome back to Just Fucking Buy It, Bigfoot edition. Obviously, I have a very special guest, my better half, Mrs. Henbanger, in a rare appearance. This isn't a documentary or anything, so welcome.
Thank you.
Nice to have you aboard. We are here with, of course, a film that you have to have in your collection, right?
Yes.
You have to have it, and it's Bigfoot themed. So I'm sure this is a film that a lot of you out there are fans of. I'm going to say this is one of my favorite Bigfoot films, and this is your favorite creature?
I'd
Like number
say,
one?
yeah, it's up there.
It's probably
I don't know what my favorite would be,
maybe
but
Pumpkinhead or
probably is
something
up
like
there,
that. It's
yeah.
probably up there, right?
It's up there.
So, and I know offset we have Lujo Finch in 26. This is the 2005 film Abominable. I think some people think that this is a sci-fi film. It's actually not. I think it premiered on the Sci-Fi Channel, but it wasn't actually.
It did?
Yeah, it did. I'm pretty sure. It wasn't actually though a sci-fi original film. So Abominable.
Was it after Mega Piranha?
Mega Piranha sucks. We don't want to talk about that movie. Agar Bay put this out. Look at great artwork. This is a great film just across the board. Awesome artwork. Now let's get to quickly, if there's someone out there who hasn't seen it, quickly get to the premise. It talks about the character Preston Rogers, who was him and his wife were rock climbers, correct? In this small town, I forget, it was kind of like a town of Colorado or something like that. And he had an accident with his wife where his wife plummeted to her death. He felt, I think, guilty about it. There was an accident. He ended up becoming
He became a paraplegic. He fell too.
He had emotional issues after this accident where he ended up not only dealing with rehab on his legs, but he also had emotional issues where he's kind of losing it, understandably. So the film takes place with him going back to where he lived, this cabin near the mountains for the first time since the accident happened. And he has like this caretaker with him named Otis, who kind of like is looking after him, make sure he takes his meds, helps take care of him. And that's where the film progresses to where Bigfoot, of course, becomes a part of this surrounding forest area and his story of dealing with the Bigfoot. And he has neighbors in this cabin who are like some young chicks who are there having a weekend.
They're on a bachelorette weekend.
Is that what it is? Bachelorette weekend.
4 chicks.
And the story is about this Bigfoot, how it attacks them, I guess we should say. But let's start off with why we love this so much. An amazing cast.
Yes.
Let's go to some Jeffrey Combs, who we're all big fans of. Lance Henriksen.
Awesome.
Matt McCoy, who plays Preston Rogers, who we'll talk about in a bit. You got Tiffany Shepis, who is a big...
She's just great.
She's great in the indie scene. Very sexy. Awesome in this film. The chick who plays the lead girl, I don't know her name, she was really good.
Yeah.
We also have a cameo early on in the film by, what's her name? Dee Wallace, who's an adorable woman, big time in the horror genre. So it's just an awesome cast across the board. This was directed by Ryan Schifrin, who unfortunately this was his only full-length film, which is just crazy. He did a bunch of shorts, which I just think, Ryan, make another film.
Do more. More Squatch.
So let's get to first off, like straight up the Squatch itself. Looked great.
Awesome.
Right?
No CGI. It was a dude in a suit.
Wait a minute.
What?
I forgot the drink here.
Oh no!
It's this Bigfoot. We had the Bigfoot beer earlier. Do you think we're not going to have the Yeti? Crazy. Dave Zonderfood 2, Jason Schneeberger. Cinema Wasteland, which I will be returning to next October, if you like it or not. We're gonna have this Yeti.
Oh God.
Look at that! Look at that!
It looks like mud. Oh.
This Squatch semen. So we had to have the Yeti for this. She's only going to
Right.
take a sip, I think, then hand it over to 26.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look
Look at
at
I don't know if
that.
I
That
can
is a
do
man's beer.
Looks like motor oil.
Charles, Yeti. If you never had it and you like beer, drink it. Charles.
Oh.
Hand it over. She's not a big fan of the good.
I don't like good beer.
She doesn't like good beer. So,
No.
okay, the Squatch itself,
That was the best reaction.
really cool suit,
Gotta
right?
wash it down.
Really cool suit, and it had like animatronics for the mouth, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was puppeteered.
Our
So,
little
I'm a big
headbanger
fan.
actually thought it was adorable. Sasquatch.
Yeah, she said it was cute.
But it's really cool. So the Sasquatch looks great, all practical effects, no CGI. We talked about earlier the kill scenes are really
The kills.
the kill scenes are really cool, right?
The kills were great.
There's
Very
one with
original.
there's one with Tiffany Shepis where they do the she's basically
Yes.
she's taking a shower, so we see the boobies.
The
And
boobies
I know
and the
Odie
butts.
six
Yeah.
six 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 likes boobies, and she's taking a shower, but she gets pulled like Preston, played by Matt McCoy, is watching. He realizes that there's this Bigfoot
I
out
was
there,
watching too.
but he's in a wheelchair, so he can't really do much, and he's trying to
Yeah.
convince his caretaker Otis that there's this Bigfoot out there. Otis doesn't believe him because he thinks he's nuts and he needs to take his
He's
meds.
not really saying Bigfoot or anything. He's saying there's
something out there. So
there.
anyway, he
So,
has this,
yeah.
he's watching with
binoculars.
binoculars or
Yeah.
whatever, and he sees Sheps's character in the next cabin, and she gets yanked by Bigfoot through this
Yeah.
window,
Through the
and they
window.
do the
Through
joke.
the mirror. There was a mirror. He breaks through the mirror
through it,
and
yanks
grabs
her,
her.
and they do like
pulls
the
her.
effect where she's like
Oh,
folding
the
in
fold
half.
in half
Yeah.
one, yeah.
So they-
backwards.
That's
Right,
though,
they use
so
the
it's
fake
like-
legs so that, but it looks fantastic.
It does.
Great kill.
It looks really great.
Later in the film, when they Otis and Preston come face to face with the Bigfoot later on. Actually, Otis, who's kind of a bitch through the whole movie, but he's played fantastically.
Amazing.
Trying to control Preston. He ends up trying to save them from Bigfoot, and he ends up getting his. I can't
His
remember.
face.
His face like ripped in half.
No,
from the-
he gets bit. The
get
Sasquatch puts
Bit-
his whole mouth over his face and bites
bites
down.
the top
bites
part of
his
his
whole
face.
off.
And it looks great, right?
Yeah,
It's a great
it looks
gory,
amazing.
really good gore. So I mean, it's not, I wouldn't call it a gory film, but like the scenes
The
in it,
kills,
the kills are
really
fantastic.
original. and
All
great.
practical, great stuff. But really, what makes this film for me are the characters, and in
Yeah.
particular, we got to talk about. I mean, Lance Henriksen is great as usual.
So good.
He's kind of like this veteran, like kind of like Hunter.
He tells a really funny
Yeah,
story.
he tells a great story. Jeffrey Combs, who isn't in it much, but he's
No.
awesome. He has these big glasses on, which
He's adorable.
The DVD
Isn't he the store owner or something?
Yeah,
and he's
so
telling them the story.
He's
of,
on oxygen and he smokes,
and he has big
and
glasses.
he looks really messed up.
You didn't even recognize him the first time we saw
No,
him.
I didn't.
You're like, that's
I didn't
Jeffrey
know
Combs.
who it was.
And he goes, "You never heard."
You don't believe in Squatch.
So he's great, but honestly,
Adorable.
the guy who steals this film is this guy right here.
Yeah.
Matt McCoy is the actor.
Matt
He plays
McCoy.
Preston Rogers. Some of you out there may know him as Lloyd Braun from Seinfeld, which was a great character. And where'd it go? Where'd the other DVD go? Where'd it go? He also was in another horror film called Deep Star 6, which is a kick-ass underwater, kind of like Aliens underwater film from the 80s.
Or something.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah.
The Abyss, but awesome movie. Highly recommended.
Hey,
And
wasn't that?
Nia Peoples was in it.
Yeah.
And
She
Matt,
was surprisingly
yeah,
good too.
awesome movie by the way.
Actually,
But
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Matt McCoy starred in this film. It was really great. So Matt McCoy, we talked. I wish he was in more horror films.
Yeah.
My dream
It's really
horror
good.
film, honestly, besides chick actresses, from a male actor perspective, it would be Matt McCoy, Henry Rollins, and Nathan Fillion would be.
Nice.
Perfect bromance.
Right. I think
there.
as far as bromance
Beautiful.
goes, those three guys would just
Yeah.
kill it together. So Matt McCoy plays, he's in a wheelchair through the whole movie, and he's trying to convince Otis's caretaker that there's something wrong, and he wants to help these chicks in the next cabin.
Yeah.
And there's a great scene where the one chick who survives in the cabin
Yeah.
next to them ends up in their cabin. He kind of helps her get over there, and
He's so sincere. And
he's a really good
sweet,
guy. And there's this great
it's great.
speech that he gives this.
Yeah.
It's this chick right here who's really
Yeah,
good in it.
she's
Actually,
really
I don't know
good.
her
I
name.
haven't seen her in anything
I don't know.
else, but
he gives
she
her
was
this
great in
speech
it.
how it's really this passionate speech, and he's saying how we're gonna make it through
They're
this,
survivors.
and we're alive right
Yeah.
now. So it's just an awesome speech. I'm kind of like, like fist pumping after I see
We
that.
have to come together.
Yeah, it was like the Henry Rollins speech and feast. Anyway, guys, if you've never seen it, this is a fantastic. As cheesy as it is, it's good though. You know,
It is good.
There's some creepy moments.
Yeah.
The Sasquatch itself looks great. All practical effects. Just an all-star cast. Great poster art. I mean, this is just a fantastic film.
There's some comedy too.
Of course, it's cheesy, the comedy.
Yeah.
There's great one-liners, but Matt
Yeah.
McCoy really steals the show, I think. And just an awesome film, and definitely just fucking buy it. One of the best Bigfoot films ever. Highly recommended. And I totally forget what I was gonna say after. Definitely gotta check it out. Yeah, it's just a lot of one-liners. Just a great
funny,
performance
fun.
by everyone involved.
That one scene where the music swells.
Yeah, the
and
music's
he's
really
looking
good
out the
too.
window,
Yeah.
and then they show out the window and nothing happens.
Almost like a almost like a Hitchcock feel at times to this
Yeah,
film.
it's
Boner
really
kill.
good.
But yeah,
Very good.
absolutely must watch, must see.
The more I see it, the more I love it. It's
Yeah,
great.
just fucking buy it, people. Anchor Bay put this out.
Buy it.
Hopefully someday Ryan Schifrin will grant us with another film.
Oh,
But
maybe
this-
a part 2?
That'd be awesome, but that was 7 years
Throw it
ago,
out
so I'm
there.
probably not. But this all is hopefully to exist by Eduardo Sanchez. Hopefully comes out this year. It's going to be a true scary Bigfoot film. I have really high expectations for it, considering I think every one of his other films has been fantastic. So thank you so much all for watching this Bigfoot special from Mrs. Headbanger, Lucio Finchi 26. Charles, let us know films that maybe we forgot.
Get in there.
If you'd like to see a creature feature or horseball special, let me know. We can definitely do that sometime. I would really like to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to do that.
I love creature features.
We're gonna go squatching.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
go
Thank
do
you all
some
for
calls.
watching. Horseball, Bigfoot special, Yeti. See you later.
Alright.
See you next time.
Molson.